the idea that our best ally in the Middle East, the longest serving democracy in that part of the world, and there's any air between us and Israel is beyond me. I don't understand why this administration would criticize Israel for trying to protect their citizens and their country from a group who have clearly stated that they will not be satisfied until Israel is wiped off the face of the earth. We need to be standing up with Israel, sending a strong message to those in the Middle East that would attack this democracy, that we are their ally and they can count on us.
Governor, we have heard the President and Secretary Kerry talk about Israel's right to defend itself. They did express their worries about the large number of civilian casualties that seem to be taking place in Gaza. And yesterday we heard Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, saying that he thinks the President and Kerry have been terrific. So you don't believe that?
No, I think that there have been messages that have sent both publicly and privately that have not been strong in their support of Israel. I think when you look back at the rhetoric and what they've done, I don't think that they have been as strong with Israel as they should be. And you know, and the fact is, you have Hamas that are using their children to protect their missiles, and I think Prime Minister Netanyahu was very forthright, very specific when he said that Israel uses their missiles to protect their children. And there's a very different perspective, if you will, and a very different result in those two people and their statements, and frankly, in the two organizations.